the whole way through my kind of roller ski or sporting experience has always been doing something that people don't expect or don't think that you can do.
Fern Cates is a British cross-country skier and a roller skier.
I was sat at home and we were watching the Vancouver Olympics, and I was sat with my mum and dad and we saw cross-country skiing on TV, and then I heard the commentator say, "This is the most physically enduring sport out there." And as soon as I heard that, I looked over to my parents. I said, "I think I could do this. I want to do this. This is going to be my sport." And it was really strange thinking back now, because my parents didn't question it at the time. They were just like, "Okay, that's fine." But there's no snow in the Midlands in England, so how are we going to do this? And then my mum found Rollerskiing Co, and I went and did a beginner course with them.
Roller skiing is quite simply cross-country skiing without the snow. After a few years on roller skis, Fern made the move to Sweden, where she joined the British Nordic ski team, and last year she competed at the FIS World Ski Championships in Finland. We caught up with Fern in London, where she was teaching a roller ski session in Hyde Park.
So the best bit of roller skiing in the park is down the hill.
The 23-year-old lives and trains in the English capital.
Yeah, that's it. We can get a few more on the front row.
I think the hardest things to learn is your balance, and just thinking about in the winter you're going to be on skis that are waxed, and at the moment you're on wheels, and that's the hardest thing to get around. And also roller skiing downhill. It's always been a big, a big challenge, because the roller skis have no brakes on. So it's not as if you can start going down a hill and slow yourself down. You just have to kind of go for it and tuck.
Rollerskiing Co was founded in 2005 by Ian Ballantyne. It's his ambition to turn the UK into a nation of roller skiers.
We have an incredibly diverse range of people roller skiing with us. The youngest, I think, is 9 and the oldest is about 75. Everyone has fun, and we push everyone to their limit, whatever that limit may be.
When Fern isn't roller skiing or training, she spends time with her boyfriend Gregor, and you can often find the pair relaxing in their local cafe.
Fern works really, really hard. It's constantly from the time that she wakes up to the time that she gets home from work. She's always got training on her mind. It's even just half a battle to try and actually spend some time with each other, because she takes her training really, really seriously.
When we were with Fern, she was preparing for an upcoming 10.5-kilometre roller ski race.
Pretty much do my usual training. I wouldn't do anything harder so that I'm tired for the race, but I don't really ease off either, because these races are essentially training for the winter. So I will keep training and then use the race on Sunday as a bit of a checkpoint to see how I'm doing at this time of the season. I'll really think about my hydration, and just nutrition for the next 7 days is always on my mind, but leading up to a race, the nutrition is really key for me.
The race took place at the Hillingdon Cycle Circuit in West London. The event was being staged by the capital's Nordic Ski Club.
Fern is probably one of the favourites of the race. Don't like to predict anything, but I think she has a good chance.
50 competitors took to the start line for the 7-lap race. There were 4 categories of races: juniors, masters, senior men and senior women, which Fern was competing in. The London Nordic Ski Club organises 9 of these races across the year, and this was the second one of 2018. The twist to this race was that none of the competitors could use their own equipment. All poles and roller skis were provided by a random draw. With Fern's boyfriend Gregor roaring his encouragement, Fern dominated her race. She took victory in a time of 31 minutes, 37 seconds.
I was really looking forward to racing today, but I'm not as strong at classic than skate, so I knew that it was going to be a bit of a challenge, which it was, especially in the heat, but yeah, it came through in the end and it was a good race.
All 4 winners were awarded with an engraved drinking glass.
Well done. Thank you. In the UK, I would love roller skiing to just keep growing. I feel like down here in London, people are starting to know about roller skiing. So the other day, I was roller skiing to Hyde Park and someone actually shouted out, like, "I've seen you on Instagram." And that was quite nice to hear, because I just want people to know about it. What I'd really like is to see more younger girls getting into the sport, because for me, I know that there wasn't many when I was learning, and if there was more of a community like that, that would be amazing.
In the years ahead, 23-year-old Fern Cates will continue to play a crucial role in developing the roller skiing community in the UK.
Because it's such an endurance sport. It's like marathon running. You're much older when you're peaking. So you're still classed as a junior until you're 23. So it's funny that now I've moved to London and I'm thinking about the next steps of how am I going to incorporate this with work and career, but actually in 10 years' time, I might only just be getting to the best skiing that I've ever done.